as the facilitations and the metaphysicals of the time
during his upcoming
of the
visit
time
to
clocks
South
and
Korea.
stuff.
Just a short time ago, he tweeted, and I'm quoting, "After some very important meetings, including my meeting with President Xi
Saudi
of China,
Prince.
I'll be leaving
And so
Japan
he's
for
with
South
the
Korea with
G12.
President Moon.
G12.
While there, if Chairman Kim of North Korea sees this, I would meet him at
Which
the
is funny
border
because it was
DMZ
G8
to shake
just
his
until
hand and
recently
say hello,
turned to
question mark,
G20.
exclamation
All of a
mark.
sudden expanded, blew up into G20.
That actually was a tweet. Joining me
And,
now, live from Osaka, Japan, side of the G20, CNN Chief White House correspondent Jim Acosta. So, I mean, it sounded almost like sort of, you know, the Bachelor about to
And it's
present a
always like
rose
going
to
on
somebody.
a lot of a lie.
Is it possible
Behold
the
the pale
president
white horse.
is
I heard
actually,
that a long time ago.
you know,
It's funny,
thinking
man.
he'll just go
It's not that
go to
funny,
the
but you
border
know, it's
and
funny because it's old to
just
me.
to say hi to Kim
But it
Jong
was funny
Un?
because it's new to some people. It's
Like
like
the president himself has talked about
right?
this as being sort of a love affair between himself and Kim Jong
So-
Un. And just a short while ago, he told reporters he was just putting out a quote feeler about the possibility about meeting Kim Jong Un.
The Viacom, and they're not Viacom, but giving okay credit to blows away Viacoms and stuff like that. And saying, wait, you know what? How is it?
Talking to
arbitrary? You know, I don't know what to say.
Possibility of having a brief
like
encounter.
As a reporting, a brief encounter is exactly Monday. I
Not
mean,
to
we were talking
report
about
that for
what that
security
was.
concerns, so it
And
seems
so,
something is very
and
much
to be
in the
honest with
works
you,
at
if you
this
match
point.
the
But of
numbers
course, they
with
don't
it,
wanna
you
talk
say,
about
oh, well, you
that.
know what, you
I
look at
suppose
this.
for security
You
reasons,
say,
even
well,
the
you
president
talk about
tweeted
all
that
this stuff.
possibility.
Oh man, you know what? There's
The
no.
president's meeting with Putin, it just
There's no. As a tangent, that makes something of it. If you hadn't heard Mueller in the past, like Mueller in the past, like 48 hours.
election interference.
Okay, to me, maybe that's just me.
Oh, that's right, Anderson.
So I mean, maybe that's just me. So I mean, with that, I mean, so it's like it's such a shift in like here we go with what do you call it? All this stuff. So given that, right? Okay, you got 1,000 words on like. Well, why is there such a shift in one direction, and all of a sudden just driven in the other direction, and all of a sudden you have like parades everywhere, and then all of a sudden metropolitan areas turning metropolitan, and that's nothing wrong with it. You're not stabbing the city where you live in the back. You're basically saying this is what the facts are. You read the local news, and it's the same thing. They're still telling the same thing in a sense to say, okay, well this is world news in this section. You know what I mean? So it's so much like.
In our lifetimes.
And just real quick, the president meeting with the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman 9 months after the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. I mean, he was photographed next to him in a group photograph.
And your name's like, you know what I'm saying, your name's like every day for this, for some odd, right?
The president actually praised him
and,
to
you know,
his face,
so,
essentially saying, I can't, you'll probably know the exact
the Washington
words,
Post
but
says
you're doing a great job.
democracy dies in darkness. Excuse me, dies in darkness. Okay.
Yeah, he praised
So, I mean, given this, you add an equation to Cortez or the likes of the new Congress people, and say, oh, what do you see in 2020 and such like that? No, dude, I don't even know what you see. What do correspondents know? What do correspondents know about? They are information outlet to the public to say, oh, this is what we're doing, just what we're talking about. Now, as they fuel this information, to the public. They say, oh, you know what, you know, such and such. This is an example, and it's really bit by bit news. You know what I mean? They're not talking about the technologies that's rising. They're not talking about the industries that are revolutions and stuff like that. They're not talking about the revolutions of the people. They're not talking about all these other things. Okay, but the correspondents will tell you inch by inch. They say, look, this is what it is. Somebody got assassinated or something like that, or such and such, and stuff like that. Okay.
To the Saudi kingdom.
And of course, that is not serious.
Also occurred on the same day. The president was joking about
but you're saying,
reporters and what he called fake news with Vladimir Putin.
I don't get what it is.
You don't have this
you put correlation
in Russia.
Well, what is it? Feeds that you get from MSN feeds, right? You get it from Fox feeds and stuff like that. You get it from all these feeds, and you don't hear. I don't know what it is. It's a conflict of obviously there's a separation.
President Trump's first encounter with Vladimir Putin since the Mueller report ended, like so many others, with controversy this time, rather than, as Jim was saying, confront Putin about election interference.
Facilitating to Anderson Cooper. I would say that's probably live. And so you haven't seen this guy in so long, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you know what? Hey, yeah, I'm the president right there.
That was it.
And you don't see him for so long, and you say, oh, well, you know what? He hasn't been say he's president. He has a magnetism to him. You know what I mean? And so, you know, he has a magnetism. And whatever it is they do at G20, right? They're looking at the great carpets. and they're saying, "Oh, you know what? Blood spills and stuff like that." Yeah, that's kind of good. That's
now, even the president doesn't know, and doesn't care, but as I said, according to Committee to Protect Journalists, 25 journalists have been killed in Russia since 2000.
And everything else. Do you think this is like a real fake news? Is that fake news? Is that fake news? I mean, is that fake news?
Intelligence and a CNN national security analyst. Mr. Clapp is also the author of the book Facts and Fears, Hard Truths from a Life in the
I got 15 minutes on this too, so I mean, if you
when you see and hear this kind of levity between the president and Vladimir Putin, I'm wondering what goes through your mind.
Well, I think for the president and his supporters, he was just joking. For me, it was kind of.
I think the outlets of the outlets of the truth of information are convoluted in bureaucracies, and we're not giving facts that we're not addressing the people of the working class, where I'm living at, and stuff like that, and where I see the needs of anti-sanctuaries are what you call sanctuaries and whatnot.
26 journalists.
And I'm not a rightist or a leftist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're talking about that. But like what this author is saying, we're talking about the fear facts and fears. And talking about that in his book, right? He's talking about the fears and things.
He'd have a similar system for pressing the media.
You know what I'm saying? He's Lieutenant General, so you know what I'm saying? Authority, like. So I'm thinking to myself on shrimps.
Unless you're in the mode of adulating,
it doesn't address working class people. That's why people don't pay attention to it. You know, they say, "Oh, well, we're paying attention to this," you know, because civil rights or whatever. But nobody pays attention to it, dude, because it doesn't apply to them. People are trying to chase money. I don't know what people do. I'll be honest with you. But like, I was a person like myself.
It does seem like the president.
It doesn't address the people because people just want to get little cups of orange juice or whatever, and little cups of things,
kind of go out of his way,
and don't see it. Where they bear the burden
some sort of sense of we're in this together.
Of the problem, and it's together, but they're separated from any type of information to give a proper, give a proper. Solution, part of a solution to
which
or something like that, or response.
Off to an awkward start, at least.
So I mean, you say, if you want upheaval of people or something like that, if you want upheaval the motivations of a people, then that's
praise or refuse to criticize the likes of Vladimir Putin or Mohammed bin Salman.
This guy,
right, and the president was sitting with Mohammed bin Salman at the summit just 9 months after the killing of Jamal Khashoggi.
It was like, with the green screen, you take man's wall, you'll always be a past wall, you'll always be a Thomas, you'll always be something or other, right? Boom, alright, you got me. Give me my personal needs, right? Okay, give him Pavlov's, right? We haven't talked about Pavlov's in about 3 years. You know, I mean, so Pavlov's here does not have anything to do with someone in prison for a campaign manager. Pavlov's here has to do with putting like a quarter tank in. Pavlov's here has to do with like getting that quarter juice. Pavlov's here means like maybe get a tray of top run for like $75. That's what we're talking about.
High level
but me,
highest level approval.
I just like to be surrounded by like and the intricacies of how it's a removed nature to what the control and the governance and how it's facilitated amongst the people and everybody, including the executive powers.
This administration is certainly not conventional. You'd think about the optics
I would not even.
And they're appearing together. After so short a period.
And that alone right there is sitting in the executive chair.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anderson.
Now, more on this next. We'll talk to the two former top Justice Department professionals about what they make of the president's